Hey guys, WhatiF here, and welcome back to NASCAR 2003 for race 2 at 36. We're going to Rockingham, and I'm excited. I'm hyped. Because it's just so fun to race in this game. So I want to just get into this as quickly as possible. So point situation, obviously we're still 8th. Mark Martin won the 500 because this reality likes Mark Martin than ours, I guess. I don't know what other explanation to give it. So there's nothing really a whole lot else to show. So I guess we'll just jump into it. But before we do, thank you to my 2G Patreon people as well as my YouTube members supporting the channel. Perks, you get early access videos like this and other stuff, as well as channel emotes for my live stream. I really appreciate it. It's awesome. Almost the entire screen is filled, which is insane. I've never seen this before. So thank you. Yeah, this is cool. So without further ado, we'll go into Rockingham. Actually, we've got to change our paint scheme. I have to remember that that's a thing we're going to be doing every week. So instead of the Rubbermaid Sharpie Ford, it's just the Rubbermaid Ford. So that's what we're going with. I have to remember to do that every week, or I guess every race. So, yeah. Without further ado, we'll just jump into it. Alrighty, so nothing's really different here in this race weekend menu thing. It's just default setup. In fact, we'll even do that just to extra super duper confirm it. So nothing really to show. So we're just going to jump into it, and I keep saying that a lot in this video already, I don't know, but we're just going to have Amaran and friends take it away.
We're in Rockingham, North Carolina, home of the North Carolina Speedway, for today's race, the Subway 400. What makes the rock so tough, Barney?
Tires, tires, and more tires. You've got to take care of your Goodyear Eagles when you come to this place. Otherwise, you'll be sliding up into the wall before you know it.
Mark Martin had an amazing streak of 12 consecutive years of the top 10 in points, snapped in 2001.
Mark Martin has been a model of consistency since he hooked up with WhatiFRacing. He qualifies well, he finishes well, and everyone out there on the racetrack respects his skill behind the wheel.
Jerry Nadeau is one of those guys who you just keep expecting to break out and have a good year.
Yeah, you do, but he's got a ton of talent and some good equipment. He's shown he can win and run up front. Now he's just got to string some success together and gain some confidence out there.
The 21 car of Elliott Sadler is owned by the Wood brothers. They have quite a resume when it comes to NASCAR racing, don't they?
Well, that's NASCAR's second oldest race team, and they've had quite a few good drivers race for them at one time or another. Dale Jarrett, Michael Waltrip, Kyle Petty have all driven that 21 car.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
The disrespect to David Pearson there. They didn't even mention him by name, and my Discord blew. Just absolute, and my phone's blooping. It's just absolute chaos now here. Why does it happen when I record? Nothing happens all day, and then I record, and it's just like right at that exact moment, I get DMs or messages or bloops from somewhere and everywhere. Jimmy Johnson, Brian Newman on the pole, 2 rookies at this point in time. That's kind of cool. So here we go. Starting last, and thankfully, unlike Daytona, we get good up-to-speed starts, so that's appreciated. But gonna just try to take it easy here in this first lap. Just trying to hold the bottom. That's obviously the way to go around here in this game, or pretty much every track. Pretty much, it's not really anything groundbreaking. But from what I did in practice, it does seem like 3 and 4 we have a little bit of speed, or the AI slow up. I don't really know which one is which, but that'll probably be a big benefactor for us today. So right now, just trying to be careful. I said trying to be careful. Keyword was try. I don't know why Steve Park checked up so much, but I couldn't react in time. That was the same type of shenanigan that happened at Daytona that cost me time. So I don't want that to be just a thing on a weekly occurrence I have to worry about. But it's currently being a thing to worry about on a weekly occurrence. Can I gain more spots, please? Thank you. That was appreciated. 2 spots there. I like that. Why is Michael Waltrip back here? Also, Kevin Harvick, alternate scheme alert. He's not doing good after Daytona. Waltrip, I don't know what he was doing. Can I just not hit people? Can my Discord stop blooping? Oh my lord, just stop. The crazy thing is too, I think it's not from the actual Discord app itself or the it's like my web browser Discord, which is a completely different thing. And I try to finagle with the settings to mute it, and it just refuses to mute itself. Opera GX is a pain in the ass with that one element. But hey, we're 36th. We're kind of making up spots, though it's very gradual. And it's really starting to annoy me that we're not moving up the field a little bit quicker. So I know this car has proper speed. That was a terrible 3 and 4. And also, this will probably be a theme throughout the majority of the season, but a lot of races, there will probably always be something going on just because it is just hard to get through the field. So there probably won't be as much edits unless we get to the second half of the race where pit stops happen. Maybe that spreads out the field. Maybe then there will be more edits. But in the first half, it'll almost be like edit-free, just about. Matt Kenseth in an alternate scheme. That's 2 that I've seen. That's pretty cool. Up to P31. Hopefully Rusty gives me room here in turn 1. He does. Thank you to that. And that's P28. Car's fast. Every time I do practice, it's always running top 10. So it could definitely get up to through the field pretty well. It's just more or less trying to avoid any weirdness or checkups that will affect our speed, because we don't want to lose too much time to the leader. That's kind of the goal. But currently, we're hanging on. We're almost up in the top half of the field, or at least up in the high 20s. And that was nice run off turn 2, so we'll set that up going into turn 3 to pass Robbie Gordon. Beautiful. Ward Burns staying up high. That's another potential freebie spot. Beautiful. See, it's very gradual. Also, I just noticed Kevin Harvick and Jeff Green both running AOL Looney Tunes schemes at Rockingham. That's not realistically accurate, but it's kind of adorable that they're running similar schemes. That's, I think, by pure coincidence. I don't know. It's just funny to me. But yeah, look at us, up to 21st now. Still losing time to leader though, but we are still racing on people. Sorry, Mayfield, that was a minute scrape, but didn't really affect him. I even think it got donut marks on the car, so it doesn't even show. So we are safe from that. A little bit squirrely in the corner. Can I just stop? Well, this is still way better than Thunder Road 2, where I was plowing through like 30 people. So this is a very minute contact. Shauna Robinson having a above average day in 16th place. Almost contact. It would be really nice to not make contact with people, but we didn't. We're safe. Jeff Byrne having a good day. Johnny Benson having a good day, I'm assuming. John Andretti's up there too. What is this? That's not right. Is that Tony Stewart and alternate? We just have like alternate schemes galore. Also, that side of that back bumper of Johnny Benson, I do want to mention. I want to go on a rant. I literally had to breathe. I forgot to breathe there. That was sad. But the back of Johnny Benson's car, maybe Postetter will do like a drawing artist rendition of it. I don't know. But the back of it, where the Valvoline can is, I always thought it was a mouth. I literally thought it was a mouth back there, with like a semi-side profile of a mouth. With like big lips. I know that sounds insane, but I'm hoping I will draw a face in the spot of where that should be, and that could explain why 7-year-old me thought he saw a face on the back of the car. And I can't unsee it, and even when I remember seeing it years later that it's just a Valvoline can, I still can't unsee the mouth. So that is just always something I've seen. Also, Tony Stewart's an alternate scheme. A lot of alternate schemes, as I established already. But we're just about to crack the top 10. Jimmy Spencer up here running in 9th. That's kind of impressive. Pit stops will be happening very shortly, though. So I think that happens around lap 17 for them. But we'll stay out a little bit longer and pit on lap 19, just so we have better tires for the end of the race. That's my plan, at least. And that's going to be for P9, and then that's it. I could breathe for a lap. Terlabani's up here. Just kind of an interesting race with just different people running up at the front, at least in the top 15. Terlabani's usually not always top 10, so I'm surprised by that. Mark Martin, our Daytona 500 winner, just chilling up in the top 10, being consistent like Mark Martin should. People are pitting. So we'll just log around here for another 2 laps, and then we'll head down pit road ourselves. Though whoever was leading pitted early, so that's kind of a genius undercut. Can the car turn a little bit? Thank you. I mean, it was a little bit too late there, but damn. But yeah, that undercut, that's not really good. He might actually really cycle out very far in front of me for staying out a little bit longer. So I don't know. I'm scared about that. Alrighty, pitting this time, 70 miles an hour. And beautiful. Alright, got down there perfectly. Don't even have to repair damage, just 4 tires and fuel, and that's it. And we get held up on Piro. We definitely needed that too. 16.1 was the estimated time. That's gonna be a 14.9, so the pit crew punching well above their weight there, which is really good. We just have to be careful leaving Piro because apron's a little bit slippery. Ooh, a little loose. We're fine. Alright. Now we're just going to have to see where on earth this cycles us out, because we might have lost time just because the leader did kind of undercut the whole field there by pitting as early as possible. So we might be more than 5 seconds back, if I had to assume. Damn, are we really about to be 6+ seconds back? I guess so. I think that's everything cycling through. So we did end up getting 7th. I think we gained a little bit of time on Marlon and Ryan Newman, so that's something, but we definitely lost time to lead, so that's not great. But I chose that just to have better tires towards the end, so they should have more tire fall off as we get more through the race. But I'm a little bit worried just because 6 seconds, I don't think we can make up that time. Catching up to Ryan Newman, trying to find an appropriate spot to pass him. But obviously all these cars up in the field are going to get a lot harder to pass, so trying to inch past them, or at least get closer. This is their best shot. Oh, he tried to chop me off. There's a little bit of Ryan Newman there, a little realistic. I don't know if this game would have foresaw Newman being a notorious blocker, but they predicted it at least. But there we go. A beautiful run off turn 4 to the inside. Turn 1, beautiful. P6. Now we just have to set our sights on Sterling Marlin for a nice, cozy top 5 spot. Good news is we're catching up to leader each lap. We're gaining a couple of tenths, but I don't think it's enough to actually get the lead unless they get held up in lap traffic big time. I know I heard my crew chief complaining about my tires being worn already, which is not great. But this is why I pitted later, just to make sure we had better tires for the end, because that would have worn out like 2 laps sooner if I pitted early. But yeah, P5 just casually. Sterling Marlin moving up through the field. He was back in 6th, and now he's moved himself up to 3rd, so good for him. Again, the only way we have a shot is if lap traffic really plays a factor, which I've seen it happen in a couple of practice races I've done, but it took pretty late into the race, kind of like right around now, for that to be an issue, so I don't know if that's enough time. I guess we're going to have to wait and see on that, but for now we're just going to have to just make sure we just hit our marks, do everything right, pass Jeff Gordon cleanly, beautiful, P4. And is this enough to get the points lead after this race? I don't really know. I think Mark Martin's still in the top 10 somewhere, and Marlon finished well too. So yeah, I don't think so. But as I was thinking, Marlon's going to probably be a championship favorite to worry about. The gap continues to close on the leaders. Dale Jarrett's 2nd. I don't really know who's leading unless that's Jimmy Johnson. Try hard Jimmy Johnson going to get a win quicker in this reality than in actual real life. Imagine that. That's kind of scary. Does that mean he's going to be even more beastly than our reality? I don't know, but still trying to catch Marlon. Tires are getting worn. It doesn't really feel like it's getting any worse, but lap times are definitely going down, so I think it's just more or less getting tighter. And also I'm pushing up the track a little more, so probably that doesn't help. But I think lap traffic's still kind of boning them. We're closing. So yeah, Dale Jarrett's still getting held up. Jimmy's just right up there in front of Jarrett, so now all of a sudden lap traffic has almost brought this into a near 4-car battle, or at least 4 cars under 2 seconds. Now I just have to find a way around Marlon, which is going to be a little bit tricky, but if we could just kind of get a nice run through 3 and 4, or even off turn 2, I kind of forget that... Oh, someone blew up. That is Greg Biffle, my teammate. That's not good. But there we go. Got by Marlin, P3. And that's Dale Jarrett there for second, right up in front of us. And he's getting held up by lap cars, so we'll just kind of sneak down low. I wanted to try to send it, but I know this car won't turn. But that was actually perfect. Now we actually have a shot to catch Jimmy. Somehow, some way, we might be able to sneak a win here. I'm going to try. Just got it through. That was kind of a super slow corner, but we're setting them up. That's amazing run through the corner. Oh my god, we're going to be side by side with them coming to the white flag. White flag's out. New leader right at the, almost at the line. And because of lap traffic, Jimmy just got boned. And instead of Jimmy getting his first win, Kurt will take it from him. I like that. I like that timeline. Through 3 and 4. What a just shocking turn of events. We were like 6 seconds back at one point. And that's a dub. A last lap pass dub. I can't believe that. Yes, I will do a burnout or something of the sorts. I'm just blown away. Absolutely blown away. I was not even thinking a win was going to happen. But it happened. And we will do the burnouts. The first game to actually do this as a post-race thing. That took NASCAR Heat 3 for that to happen. They did this in their... I guess technically this would be like their 5th iteration, but... Burnouts were just becoming a thing at this point in time, so it's a little understanding for them to throw it into the game. And not throw it in 1998 when they weren't typically doing that. They can't really implement something that isn't like a household thing yet. It's like trying to implement stages in 1998. Whatever. We did it. We're good. Victory lane time. I figured since, you know, that was our first win, might as well let the victory lane celebration play out. And of course, during that moment, my phone bloops. What is happening on my phone? Oh, it's work. Work group chat. Which I cannot mute. I've tried. And then I accidentally almost called the group itself. So I cannot freaking unmute it. That sucks. But dub anyways. We only led one lap. Poor Jimmy Johnson dominated. And got screwed by lap traffic there at the end. Dale Jarrett led a lap during a cycle. Ryan Newman led 4. And Tony Sir led 2. Mark Martin with a P8. Sterling Marlin ended up getting 3rd. I don't know what the points are going to be like. I don't think we're going to have the point lead. But Johnny Betts just casually 11th. Almost got top 10. Jimmy Spencer 12th. Terry Labonte 13th. Jeff Byrne 14th. Kenseth 15th. Rudd 18th. Harvick not a great day. But started 37. Did get up to 20. So that is something. A lot of cars, or at least a couple, went down at the end there. As yeah, we passed Schrader, so a couple went a lap down. Greg Biffle DNF'd with 3 to go. All I could say is that was a shock. I was not expecting that, and we won by almost 0.8 of a second. Though, like we completely gapped him on that last lap. That's crazy. Lap traffic completely destroyed his race, and I was there to steal that first win from him. That's very, I like that. Next up is Vegas, which that's probably not going to go well, so I'm going to revel in this win while I can, because I really did not expect to win. We move up to 3rd in the points. Marlin is our new point leader by 3 over Mark, 8 over us. Jimmy's now 15 back. Obviously, point standings still pretty close throughout the field, so not shocked by that. There's still a lot of cars, even under one full race behind. The top 24. Pretty much. So, yeah, that was nuts. But I can't believe we won it. I really did not expect it. I expected top 5, maybe top 10. My foot. What is blooping? I'm checking my Discord out because why is it blooping so much? No, it's not. What? There's no notification, so I'm just getting freaking magical bloops. Stop! What is happening? Why am I getting these out of thin air? What? I don't know. I'm just getting freaking mystical bloops from nowhere. That's kind of disturbing. We're gonna end this part before I'm like, my computer explodes or something. I don't know. It's just terrifying. Big shout out to my tier 3 Patreon supporters today for Champ 15, Kamikazegames, Bailey Carey, Mexican Link 1986, and Jason Hellman for support again. I appreciate what you guys do for my channel every single month. It does me a lot. Always goes a long ways with everything, so just thank you for the continued support. I will see you all in the next episode for Vegas. I don't know. I know that's going to be bad. The track's really difficult. We might have to throw in tire pressures or something to be a little bit more sporty. We're going to go with that paint scheme. It's a shame. With such a nice paint scheme, we're not going to be able to really do a whole lot in the actual race itself, so that's a shame. But we're going to have to try to get through it, survive it somehow. So, yeah, that's it. I'm done. I'll see you all in the next video. See you all later, and as always, have a good day, everyone.